Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of One in a Million. Ooh, today is another episode of the series More to Life Than Mondays. So let's get talking about myself. Yeah. So, you might have noticed my personality is a little bit different from the first video I made. Why is that? Well, honestly, this is my personality. That was kind of like a formal video introducing myself, so y'all wouldn't think I was crazy because, well, y'all already subscribed to me, and if you haven't, you better subscribe. Hit that button below, unless YouTube changed the layout and it's now up there. Anyway, just hit subscribe and you won't regret it because, yeah, here we go. So today I'm going to be talking about this topic. Well, I've had a lot of people ask me, hey Amelia, how do you know Spanish? And I'm like, I guess I'm ethnically ambiguous. And if you were wondering what my ethnicity is, well, you might want to check this video I made on my other channel about my reaction to my Ancestry.com results. Now, actually, well, the reason why I know Spanish is, simply put, I was born in Puerto Rico. Yes, this little island right here. You know, fun fact, if you didn't know, Puerto Rico is a territory of the United States, kind of like the Samoan Islands, kind of like the US Virgin Islands, kind of like Guam, which means that if you're born there, you're automatically a US citizen. It's like the same thing as a state in the United States, but it's like not in the continental US, and it's like a little farther away. I think Puerto Rico is the closest one out of all of those in the list. But basically, yeah, that's how I know it. My parents met there. I went to school there. I actually grew up there up until I was 17. You wouldn't tell, because I literally have no accent because, well, I guess you could say part of it is because my dad was always really big on, oh, Amelia, you should learn as many languages as you can, so here you go, we're getting cable and you can learn English. That was both for me and my brother. You know, they wanted us to be, I guess, very well versed in other languages and very cultured, and they wanted, you know, my dad and my mom, they wanted us to be very, well, because especially my dad, he really believed that learning languages, different languages, really opens up the doors to career options, and boy, has it. So, yeah, I learned Spanish that way and English together when I was a kid. Everything mainly over there was in Spanish, though the schools that I would go to were very heavy on English. So basically I learned both together, and I guess the reason why I didn't have accents, like the reason why I don't have an accent, I think is because I would watch a lot of the American shows that my dad would let me watch on cable television, so I would pick up how to say things, including the accent. You know, I was very good at imitating, which is also kind of like helping me, has helped me with acting, as well as the fact that I just seem to be really good at languages, because I'll say it, the audio, I'll say it in another video, but I actually also know Korean. Yeah, so that's, I'll make another video explaining how I know that, but yeah, basically that's how I've learned it. I did this video without lighting. This is gonna be a video without lighting. Alright. Actually, I have a full-time job, as you guys know, in addition to this YouTube channel, which I'm barely just starting. But, you know, in my full-time job, I use Spanish a lot, just because if you come to Southern California, you're going to meet a heck of a lot of Spanish speakers. So just telling you guys, if you want to learn Spanish, and if you want to practice your Spanish, and you, for some odd reason, you can't go to Mexico or Spain or anywhere in South America, basically, I recommend coming to Southern California. Like, for example, if you're someone in the States and for some reason you're like afraid of visiting a different country and you're like, oh my god, like, I don't know, I'm like afraid, I don't know if it's gonna be like more dangerous, if I should be like super cautious, like I've never traveled by myself, whatever your excuse or your reasoning is. Or maybe you just don't have money. Well, maybe you can travel to Southern California. I'm sure plane ticket or the road trip is going to be a lot cheaper than traveling to another country, because you might have to get a passport and a visa and God knows what. But I definitely recommend coming to Southern California if you wanted to practice your Spanish. And if you're coming by, why not let me know in the comments section below and maybe we can meet up. I'm friendly. I mean, as long as you're not a creep, we're fine. We just meet in a public place and hang out. Sure, speak Spanish, exchange. I'm up for that. I like making new friends. I mean, honestly, when I came here in California, most of the people that speak Spanish are Mexican. And Mexican Spanish and Puerto Rican Spanish, a little bit different. It was more different towards the beginning because it was like, boom, like sure, like in Puerto Rico, they show a lot of like Mexican soap operas that they were really popular over there. So of course I watched a lot of them and I wasn't like unfamiliar with Mexican Spanish. It was just different from the way that Spanish is spoken over there. So when I came here, I remember there was a lot of like, what? What is that word? What are you saying? Why does the word that I'm saying make you laugh? What? My word's inappropriate. In your language, like in your Mexican Spanish, or like they would say something and it would sound funny to me, but they would be like, why are you laughing? You know, there was a lot of situations like that where, you know, funny things like that. But then afterwards, you know, after having friends and just in school and just, you know, talking, you know, you get used to it. It's very easy because Spanish is still Spanish. It doesn't matter if there's like a word that's different or like a phrase that's very popular, or like we use like in the Spanish that I know, we use a word a certain way, and Mexican Spanish they use a word a different way. But you know, and also a thing to take into consideration is that literally people from all over the world are in California. So it's not just Mexican Spanish that's different from what I was used to when I came here, but also like people from all over. So like there's different, not only different languages, but different kinds of Spanish. So I feel like it's very refreshing. I've always had an open mind and I've always loved to make new friends, and I've always loved, you know, what it's like to learn different languages and learn new things. So I've had a blast here, like learning all the different kinds of Spanish. And like if I meet someone like from Panama, they teach me like a specific word that they use in Spanish. Or like if I meet someone from, say, like Chile, like they tell me, you know, a specific word in Spanish that is a little different from what I'm used to. And you know, it's fascinating. It's very interesting to meet all sorts of people that you learn from, and you can maybe even, like, sure, why not incorporate their vocabulary into your own language, and then you keep educating other people and telling them, oh, it's a word that's really popular used in another Spanish-speaking country and I really like it, so I incorporate it into my language. So yeah guys, that's basically how I know Spanish. If you have any more questions or any comments about this video and would like to know more about my Spanish or more about my experience here speaking Spanish, comment down below. Let me know what you think about this video. Let me know if you liked it. Hit that like button and make sure to subscribe for more videos because they're coming. They're coming. There's a lot more videos about my life for More to Life Than Mondays, as well as all the other series the rest of the week. So I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time. Bye.